Here is a full investigation of the 18th century icehouse and the adjacent ruins of medieval Weeting Castle in Norfolk, which was fully investigated by Haunted Earth and produced some of the best ghost box and EVP activity ever captured at this notoriously haunted location. Firstly, Eddie Mallett gives some haunted insights to the activity experienced there, and then onto the night investigation, which is packed with some amazing activity.
Yeah, the ice house is really interesting. A medium picked up that there was a young lad, and they were saying that he was sort of handicapped, and that in the way of mentally handicapped. And basically all the girls used to make jokes after about him. And from what the medium was saying, that they caught him, he caught a girl, raped her, and his father came and shot him when he found out. So that's the way what we've heard of that one. On the other hand, what we have picked up on Spirit Box, not Spirit Box, K2, that was he had actually one that's actually in there, the main spirit, that's looking after 3 children. So in which case, when we used to go there, he used to say, "Go away," like that. And that's the ice house. But we've had quite a few different little bits and pieces from there. I was in there once, and usually you can see a certain amount of light through. And I turned one night and it was completely pitch black the whole way at the entrance of the ice house. And all of a sudden, that just dispersed, and that went back to normal. You could see again outside. It's totally fascinating, that was. Absolutely fascinating. One of the ones that was quite fascinating was that we went inside the undercroft, and I was taking a photograph, and there's a tree there, and I just took the photograph. This real cracking picture of this spirit standing along by the side of it. That was absolutely fantastic. And some of the actual photographs, this actual place is best for photographs. The amount, I've actually got a Roman spirit from here, got the full helmet, and he's got his hand out and he's holding something in his hand. Don't know what it is, maybe an altar, something like that they used to have out of altar. We don't know, but we got that one. That was a cracker. Along by the side of the wall of the undercroft, I got a picture of a bloke hooded, and he's holding something in his hand. That was fantastic photograph, because you can see his eyes, nose and mouth, everything. And whatever this is in his hand, I've never seen anything quite like it before. That was an amazing thing. That was. The other ones, different photographs about. We've got photographs of animals, and they've been the pictures that come out about the animals. They're quite nice. Dog especially. One of them I got that was complete full facial, so you can see the actual full face of the person. As I was took the photograph, he must have stood right close up to the camera as I took it. That was stunning. So the place is best known for photographs. EVPs, we've had some real nice ones, but few and far between. But that's the Weeting Castle. If you want to see more, go to my FB page, Haunted Weeting Castle.
Okay, we've now returned once more to Weeting Castle for our night investigation. Joining us, of course, is Pat and Eddie, also Michael and Mia. And we're going to go into the ice house and hope that we may pick up some good EVP, and then hopefully a bit later follow that on with a nighttime investigation of the garderobe. So no ghost box, just the ambient audio that surrounds this site. And of course this site is noted for ghost voices that are apparently heard on some nights wandering around the ruins. So if we're going to be blessed and be able to capture any of this phenomena, we will be very, very happy people. And so join us as we investigate the ruins of Weeting Castle and the rather ominously sounding ice house.
After the day's visit to the Weeting Castle site, the team returned at dusk to enter the rather cramped space of the 18th century icehouse. While Michael set up the recording equipment, Eddie and Pat elected to be the first to interrogate spirits through the use of a PSB-7 ghost box. And what an exciting and eventful night this proved to be.
John Angustine, are you here?
Who?
Pete.
Pete.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Is it your name?
Pete. Yeah, Pete.
Pete. Did you work at the hall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you work here at the ice house? Did you work at the hall? Is there anything you'd like to tell us? What would you like to tell us?
Have you got a message?
Anything that you could tell us about yourself? Did you have horses? Do you know John Angustine? Or any of the Angustines?
There's no many voices coming through it, isn't there? Yeah.
Are you looking after children here? What was your job here?
Did you clock the ice? The ice. After they took it out.
Basically, that's like food.
Oh, right. Oh, they kept the food. Oh, that's
Keep the ice
it.
there,
Yeah.
keep it cold, and then when the actual wall needed it, they would then take it through.
Oh, right.
It's worth asking if any of them built the ice house.
Did you build the ice house? Did you help build it?
Opening stage, I think.
Opening stage.
I think.
Did you work at the castle? Can you give us your name? Tell us what your name is, please.
What's your name?
What?
What's that?
What? Oh, what? The name of what?
What?
Is your name what?
I heard Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Watts.
Don't sound very... You got it off camera, mate.
Is it your name?
I think it's a Michael.
You right there, Michael?
Yeah. Do you enjoy working here?
How old are you? Can you tell us how old you are? What did you say?
Let's try it.
Please see if you've got enough light.
Have you got enough light?
Let's try it for me.
Can you come through again?
Let's plug it here. Any way you can.
Can you say our names? Can you say our names?
You know my name? I'm Eddie.
I bet you don't know my name. Who else is here today? Do you like our dog, Poppy?
It's a fuck off.
Did he? How rude. That's very rude. Yeah, I heard something. I thought he had something, but was it a swear word? I said, I don't pop it.
We called it said poppy. They said poppy, but they said pop off.
Oh, I thought
I heard pop pop as well.
Did he say pop pop?
That's what I heard, but I can't hear it as well.
I thought it was a swear word. Swear word. Would be very offended if you swore at us.
Do you like dogs?
We have a dog here tonight. You want to meet our dog?
Did you see Poppy earlier on running around?
Not yet. I thought that was a yes there.
Yeah, well,
It was. Did they see Poppy today? Did you see Poppy?
Yeah.
Oh, they said yesterday. What's your dog called? What was that?
Something. I thought it was Ian, but it can't be Ian.
What is your dog called? Can you come through again, if you can? We wish to communicate with you.
Okay, I'm sat here now with Eddie. My name is Chris. Who wishes to converse with me? Who wishes to speak to me? You're talking to Chris? The government?
yeah, I've heard the government. Government or the governor?
Governor, I think they're going to be.
What about the government?
Governor.
The governor.
Oh, was it? Oh, they're calling you the governor.
Oh, the governor.
Let him explain what's the governor.
Okay, I'm being called the governor. Okay. Well, I'm sat here and I'm listening. I mean, you've mentioned a few names tonight. So I'm just wondering who wishes to speak to me. I just heard that you need to speak to someone.
Sounds like a woman.
I just wondered who built the ice house. Did anybody die of an accident in the ice house?
Villa.
Someone mentioned the name, didn't they?
Villa.
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 Could you repeat that, please? The name of the person who died here. Shouted it that time.
Sarah, I thought.
Is General Angerstein, are you here, sir? The horse breeder. I saw your stable blocks today. They were absolutely exquisite. They were beautiful. It was a fine construction. I can imagine you spent a lot of money on that building, sir. Are there any ladies here who wish to speak to me, please? Can I speak to a lady, please? Seems to have gone a bit flat with me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Mind you, there might be some things said on there that we didn't hear.
That's perfectly true.
Hello? Hello.
Chris Halton.
Yeah, consultant.
Should I get up?
Yeah.
They're playing games.
Have you got any messages for us?
What is your name?
Hello. Who's calling all the names?
That might get lost.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Do you like us being here? Who's trying to talk?
Shouting.
Yeah, is someone shouting?
There's somebody shouting.
Did you have a message for Eddie?
Who's asking? Ask who that man is that the voice that we're hearing here.
We keep hearing the man here. What's your name?
Is there anyone who'd like to communicate with us?
Does anyone want to talk to Michael?
Who's with us right now?
Is there someone in here with us?
Would you like to say your name? name?
I thought they were talking at once.
Yeah, there's a couple of monsters. What is your name?
Any women here with us?
Eddie.
What's going on? Who said Eddie?
Who wishes to speak to me? Who wishes to speak to Chris?
On many investigations utilizing a PSB-7, it appears that in the spirit world, Eddie seemingly has a fan following, with his name being mentioned innumerable times. And this night was no exception, although Poppy briefly had their interest.
Who is the man's voice that I've heard here without this device? Are there any good, godly Christian people here tonight who wish to speak to me? Can I speak to anybody from the estate here, please, from Weeting Hall? Could you speak to me, please? Come on.
I think there's a woman said hello to you or come on or something.
Come on.
Lady's voice it was.
I heard someone say, come on. I'm listening. Can you tell me who you are, please? No? Chris. Yeah, I'm listening. Who's the lady, please? I wish to speak to the lady. I'm sat here waiting patiently.
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Hello, Andy. I dare say you know who my name is, and you know I'm with Michael here. Oh. No? Okay. What? Well, I don't know. What do you wish to say, Andy? Andy, are you there, Andy? No. If you're not there, Andy, who is then, please? Calling. Who is calling? No, it's not Ed. Yeah, it's changed. The temperature, I was just about to say that it's dropped. The temperature has dropped in here, and it's definitely getting a little bit more temperature. So who am I speaking to, please? I'll come here, Loveline, please. I only wish to make friendly and peaceful communication with you. I don't mean to cause you offence. So who's speaking, please? I heard Eddie, then I heard Ed. Okay, well, I know full well that if I get up and Eddie comes to sit in here, you'll be calling my name out, so it seems a bit pointless. You just don't tell Eddie anything, do you? This is your opportunity to reach across the bridge between our world and your world to give you opportunity to communicate with us. And this opportunity is being wasted. Chris and Ed. Is there anybody who wishes to speak to me now, please? Could you say so, and could you tell me who you are? It's very cold here, isn't it? Well, I mean, if you're not prepared to talk to me, then I'm going to have to say, well, we've got to go. I'm sure you don't want that. Hello. Hello, a gentleman there said hello. Hello, my name is Chris. This is Mike. Hello.
There's a woman again.
A woman, yeah.
She sounded quite nice, she said, hello.
I thought she said Angustine.
That's what I think might be.
The lady that spoke has a very nice voice. Did you identify yourself as a member of the Angustine family? Tell me your name, please. Crazy. Okay, Pat's back with us again.
Hello.
George.
George?
George, yeah. Who is George, please?
Oh. Is that George? George, can you hear us? Did you work here, George?
Someone's saying something there. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, is that George? You worked here, did you? Did you work in the ice house? There's a lot of you out there. How many are there of you? How many? How many people are there? Are there more than 10? 20? It's a lot of people, isn't it? Ice. Ice. Is it ice?
Hello. Say hello.
Hello. Can you hear us? Who would you like to speak to? Who do you want to speak to? Ed.
Ed.
You want to speak to Ed again?
Does anybody wish to speak to me before I go? Who? You need to slow down a little bit. Just a little.
One at a time. Can you come through one at a time?
Who is speaking to me now, please? Are there any children here tonight, please? Are there any children?
What would you like to tell me? I'm here, man. What would you like to tell me? Hello.
Did you hear it?
Come here, come to Dad. Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Stop doing that again now. Ed all night now.
Are you my spirit guide?
Are you Eddie's spirit guide?
Are you somebody near me? What's your name?
Chris. Oh, so Chris, they're saying your name now.
Yeah, they will do once they step out.
What would you like to send the message to, Chris? What would you like to tell Chris?
Are you one of Chris's relatives? Are you a friend of Chris?
Not again. Is that your name, Mark?
No.
Where's the lady that was here earlier?
Chris Halton. Right, fine.
Probably she gets too
Playing
friendly.
games.
Get Eddie again.
Playing games. When Eddie sits down the corner for Chris, and when Chris sits down the corner for Eddie. You playing games with Chris and Eddie?
How do you know Chris? Yeah. What's your name?
Every time.
As soon as I step out, they call my name.
We'll have this all night now.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh,
I
that was
love
funny.
that.
Eddie loves that. Can you say that again?
Love that.
Hold it in.
Thank you. I know. That was so cute.
Eddie's fan club out there again.
I know. Just love to know who it is.
Yeah. They sound really like nice.
Cute. That's cute.
Yeah, we go on to my mate.
Who was the one that came through and broke out? Was it Philip or someone?
Philip.
Was it Philip? No, someone.
Now in party by now. What would you like to say to me?
Stop keeping Eddie in suspense. Tell him the message. Hello.
We have a rumble.
It's getting really cold now. We can feel you here in the room with us.
What would you like to say to us? What is your name?
No, your name's not Ed. What's your name? Come on, tell us your name.
Stephen.
Steve. Oh, is your name Steve?
You've been saying Steve all
Yeah,
the way
just said
through.
it.
Quite a few times
Yeah,
you said
Steve.
Steve.
Oh, so it's Steve. Oh, thank you for telling us your name. Thank you for telling us your name.
Probably.
We really want to speak to you.
Hello. That doesn't touch in my head now.
After the exhaustive session in the ice house, it was decided to go and investigate the Norman ruins of Weeting Castle. As it was quite blustery, Chris led the group to the only section of the ruins which stood with 4 walls, which was the area known as the garderobe. Having arrived there, the atmosphere tingled with a strong sense of another presence, and that was to shortly reveal itself in the form of a barely audible child's voice, which was carried on the wind.
Her voice.
Yeah, so did I.
That was a man.
No, I thought it was a child.
Very small voice.
Thank you, I heard that. Could you tell me your name, please?
Another voice.
Thank you for letting us know that you're here. Could you speak more loudly if possible, please?
The voice that you got back sounded like the actual voice that says Seraphim.
It sounded like a child's voice.
Yeah, it was squeaky.
Oh, it was squeaky, is it?
Who are you, young sir? Where's your name?
I just want to communicate with you. Are you happy?
Michael?
Yeah.
Try putting the camera up there, sort of along the ledge.
Where the toilet is.
Maybe they're up there watching us. Are you up there watching us?
Any young sir wouldn't be in here, they'd be up there.
No.
Well, no, I can hear the voice clearly
I
here.
could.
Do you want to play? Is it a little boy?
Yes, boy.
Okay.
Could you speak again, please?
We should put some toys.
I can see something up there and that
We should put some toys with us. 'Cause sometimes toys get them. What was that? There was a noise up there.
something up there.
No, I've got pulled forward by Poppy.
Oh, did you see that
Can you
shooting
see
star?
that? Can you see that?
You see the shooting star?
No.
No.
Oh, you can see a person?
Huh?
Was that a person you can see?
Yeah, very little.
Oh, it looks like something's around my leg.
You keep the camera on the group now, Michael. It seems to be around
There's
us.
something around here.
It's definitely an activity here.
Yeah, there's someone around us.
Mia's just seen somebody up
There's
there.
definitely something.
No, I feel like there's something around us here. Down lower.
It's
Yeah.
moving around
Yeah.
I
us.
do feel it, but it's moving.
This spiritual, this energy is floating around us.
Yeah.
It's just moving
And
around.
I just felt something.
Can you say something, please? Did you live at the castle? I bet it was a lovely house in its time. Are there any pictures of it when it was?
Yeah.
There's none. No.
Do you like it
Unfortunately
here?
not.
I think Eddie's going to find some stuff on this tape tonight.
Interesting, isn't it?
I bet they play a lot here. There's a big room to play.
Please give us a sign that you're here.
Is that you? We can feel.
You have such a sweet, gentle voice. Why are you
Is
here?
your clothes moving? My clothes keeps moving.
No,
somebody's
I'm just
pulling
cold.
No, yeah, I'm just.
I just thought your hand was sort of gone in the pockets.
And if you hear rubbing noise, that's Poppy pulling my hand forward.
Gotcha.
I can really feel there's somebody there.
Yeah, Poppy's pulling my hand forward as I'm holding the leash. I think she finds this interesting, actually.
Yeah. What's your name, little boy? Is it Stephen?
What was the other name? George.
George?
And Andy.
Dorothy.
There's quite a few tonight. Pete?
There's a lot of people.
Mark,
About.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he brought Poppy, actually,
Oh,
because kids love dogs.
Douglas come through.
we brought a little doggy here tonight if you want to come and see the doggy.
Would you like to stroke her?
The hound, we brought a hound. That's what they call dogs, don't they?
Yeah.
I just see a flash of energy going right across. If it's going to be on camera, it would be amazing. But I just saw a white flash go right across this room.
Yeah, you can definitely feel there's somebody there.
Yeah,
And I think there'll be some e.v.p on there tonight.
I think there'll be a lot on there.
Can you show yourself as a light anomaly?
I don't know the word anomaly, but
Right, a light, an orb. Do they know orb?
could you show yourself in the light form, as a light, please?
I've heard little footsteps.
Little footsteps.
Where from?
In the
From
corner.
behind me.
Cool. If you got that on camera, that would be impressive.
Oh, that would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Do you play here at the castle?
If you hear it again, swing the camera around so
Yeah.
you're looking outside.
What was that?
I just heard that.
Help!
Some shout.
Yeah.
Somebody say help.
I heard.
Yeah, I did as well.
Or
Yeah.
hello.
It's either help or help.
help.
And it
Oh, I
sounded.
heard someone say help.
No, I heard help.
Yeah.
Let's be quiet, let's be quiet.
That?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And again.
Yeah.
Okay, Mum.
Yeah, that was too.
I'm not sure if that was a fox.
Okay.
Could possibly be an animal.
Local box.
I heard hello or help.
I heard help.
Exactly
Definitely
the same.
heard help. That should be on the counter.
The voices all sound in the wind.
That dog. There's she, she's there. I was going to film the entrance.
Oh, they know we're here. This place is creepy at night, isn't it?
It's very daunting.
Yeah.
Completely different atmosphere, isn't there?
Daytime, it's...
Oh, I thought I'd seen something just go past.
No, I just heard someone walking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like this
I just seen a white light go past.
Wow, I just heard the walking. I heard two footsteps.
Now,
Poppy's getting me. Look.
no, she can see something. Yeah.
She certainly can. Put the camera down.
Put the camera on Poppy.
Look.
She can see something.
It's not sky over there really bad, doesn't it?
Look, she's looking out.
Yeah, she can see somebody there.
Yeah.
What is it, Poppy? I'll turn the torch on. What's she doing, Mike?
Yeah, just sniffing, staring.
Oh, should we
Yeah.
follow it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to go, doesn't she?
Come, we'll follow the dog. Come on, Poppy, you show us.
Or maybe she wants to leave.
Poppy is really spooked out. She kept staring at this doorway and kept pulling very hard on the leash. And she's still pulling very, very hard. And all of us have heard voices since we've been in there. This is really, really very, very odd place to be. I think what we'll do, we'll make our way back to where we started.
Yep.
We certainly picked up quite a bit in there. We heard help or hello, I'm not sure. We heard a little boy's voice, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And we heard a male voice a couple of times. There's some very trapped and tormented souls on this site.
That
was creepy, that.
I think it'd be well worthwhile to have gone
It
a
feels
bit
quite
longer in here,
sad, really, doesn't
because
it?
we're getting some good stuff.
Yeah,
I really
Well, it's up
do.
to you guys. Do you want to stay longer or are you getting too cold?
Yeah, wherever you guys are.
That,
Well, I'm freezing. I'm cold now.
what's the time? Let's go by the time.
So I'll grab my phone out.
20 past 11.
Yeah, it's late, isn't
It's
it?
late, yeah.
We've got a long drive.
Surprisingly late.
And Chris has got a long drive back.
Well, it's going to be like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning before I
Exactly,
get back.
yeah. It's a long day.
Yeah.
You did get a lot of footage, though.
Yeah, and you can feel it's they're kind of trapped.
I think
kind
we
of
picked,
stuck
yeah,
here.
You got a
definitely.
lot of stuff
I don't think
tonight.
they're all that happy. I think they're happy that we're here for a bit of entertainment for them.
Well, just very quickly on the camera, it's getting too late. It's getting very bitterly cold
Yeah,
here,
it's
so
cold.
I think we've picked up quite a bit of activity. But for now, we're going to call it quits. We're going to pack our gear and we're going to make our way home. And we thank you very much for joining us here tonight. But all of us have experienced some really weird stuff tonight. And my name, of course, being called a few times, and Eddie, of course. And Mia, were you called tonight?
Yep. She wasn't
No,
here.
I wasn't cold.
That wasn't
I
called.
never get cold.
Well, you never know your luck.
Once at bacon store.
It's been a very interesting investigation. And I think that this could be one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Speak to you next time.
All the best.
All the best.
All in all, this was a very successful and worthwhile investigation at the Weeting Castle site. Certainly, a plethora of activity was captured both from and around the PSB-7 device in the icehouse, and lastly, the creepy voices captured on the breeze in the garderobe. And let's not forget the newest team member Poppy, who appeared to be favorited by the spirits in the icehouse, plus her undoubted ability to sense spirit in the dark. But this was by no means an end of investigations, as we returned a few weeks later to seek out the voices in the medieval house ruins.
Okay, we return to Weeting Castle. This is our second investigation. We're back in the garderobe where we picked up the voices previously. It's just turning dark now. We were standing outside having a chat and I heard a voice, which I assume was a boy's voice, which said, "Hey," very, very clearly. But the weirdest indicator we've had so far is Poppy, because she's been completely fixated with the entrance coming into this particular room. There's obviously a lot of activity around here. And when I was looking up at the trees in the background earlier, just before it was turning dark, I could see a lot of mist swirling around the the tree branches. So there's certainly a lot of energy in here tonight, and Poppy is certainly in fine form. What about Eddie and Mia?
Been feeling quite a few different hot spots and headaches, spiritual headaches. Especially when I walked out there and went around the corner, that was sort of like bang. The usual place where you get the heat, that was very strong.
Yeah, that was, yeah, on the corner there. Yeah. And the dog's been, she was fine earlier, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was running around the site, but as soon as it started to get dark, she became fixated again with that entrance, didn't she?
And it does feel draining here. Like, I'm so tired now. I was fine until we got into here and around this bit. It feels something sucking the life out of you almost.
Well, what we do a session in here, and then we do some outside, because I heard the voice outside.
Yeah.
And as Eddie pointed out to me earlier, there's a famous recording of e.v.p. that he picked up of a boy's voice saying Seraphim, and that was recorded elsewhere on the site.
Just the next room through.
Right, so...
Undercroft.
Yeah, so, oh, right, well, it's going to be all around this site. This place is incredibly haunted at night in the traditional sense of haunting, in the sense of disembodied voices. We haven't seen anything physical with our own natural eyesight, but certainly Poppy has picked up on activity, so I'm really looking forward to this. And no doubt you two are too.
Yeah.
And I certainly know Poppy is, so great. And Mike?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Right, okay, well, we'll crack on with the investigation. Back to you very shortly. If you wish to speak to us, we're waiting to listen to what you have to say. We come here in love, light and peace. We don't mean you no harm or any offence. And we brought our little friend Poppy here tonight because she can clearly see you. And if you wish to make any communication with us, please give us a sign. I think if we just stand here quietly now and just wait and see what we hear. Who is it? Let's try the other way round, Michael, with us near the door, with Poppy down there, just to see how she's reacting. See if that draws through anything much stronger. I mean, it may not, but you never know, do you?
Oh, shall we stand? Because she's going to...
Well, let's have a stand outside, shall we? Because she is clearly fixated with it, so let's have a little stand out there. Mind the step.
Indeed.
You know where that is? Where the long grass is and this is just short. It seems to be around this patch. And, yeah.
So this is where Poppy, and this is where I heard the voice, which says, hey. Now she's fixated again, look.
Is she following something with her eyes, Mike? What about you guys, where the doorway is? Because that's where she was.
Yeah, she's looking back that way.
Yeah, it was more. I think it was more like the doorway. She like standing in the door.
She's staring back at the doorway again.
Yeah. Just like standing in the middle of it.
I can feel an energy here, definitely. It's quite heavy in my chest as well. It's affecting my breathing. Can you tell me your name, please?
voice there.
I think it's going to amplify as we go through the night.
See what she does when you go near the door. Come on. She was here, weren't she? Just...
Yeah, she was just sniffing there. She's not seeing anything at the moment.
No.
Just heard a voice.
Yeah, so did I. Very quick.
Yeah. That was over that way.
Yeah, look, she's...
What is your name, please?
Again.
I heard a voice accent over there.
Yeah, I did as well.
That was weird.
Starting, isn't it?
Oh, that sounded a bit... like a shouting. Did you hear screaming?
That was a female. That
Yeah.
was.
Let's hope it's on a camera.
Hope so.
Oh, I think that was quite loud, it should be.
Let's know you're here.
Are there any godly Christians here tonight? I heard something then.
What over there?
Hmm. Are there any godly folk, any good Christian people of the Catholic Church tradition? Are there any members of the Protestant faith here? Any good Christian folk?
I'm feeling quite drawn to that.
Another possible voice there.
Do you feel anything from over there?
No, there's a certain creepiness anyway that you get when you're looking into a copse of trees that are dark at night. So you always get the impression there's somebody watching you, don't you?
Yeah.
Certainly have been people have seen there, spirits seen there.
I thought I saw a light flash there earlier, but I can't be sure. It was a while back.
I keep thinking my eyes are playing tricks on me. But Poppy seemed interested earlier. Over there.
We were sat once in my car when it was raining. We were outside a church ruin, and in the reflection on the side window was a flame, wasn't it, Eddie?
Can't remember that.
We went to that church where the jet crashed into the tower, damaged the tower of the church, and it collapsed. Fulham St Martin or something like that. I can't remember its name.
One, yeah, but I can't remember the.
But there was like a light. We were sat in the parking, well, you can call it a parking area, and there was a light of a flame flickering on the side glass of the car. That was weird.
Strange.
Yes, I do. Now you come and think about it, yeah.
That was really weird.
Yeah, I had to think about it. Yeah.
You look like a cigarette lighter, didn't it?
Yeah.
At one point, I felt really pain in the chest, which I had this afternoon. That went as soon as we left the church. When I came back, bang, it was back again. So that was enough to know that was spiritual. So,
yeah, it's weird how that goes, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's quite amazing, really, when you get those things.
That's creepy.
I was interesting now. I mean,
Yeah, that is amazing.
that's a while back.
And it was a washout night, wasn't it? And we caught that.
But it's so bad. I totally forgotten about that, I must admit.
Should we go back inside the ruin, because it seems to have become quiet here?
Oh.
I was going to say dead, but...
Poppy.
We're still in nautical twilight here. Can we speak to the child, please? Who speaks of seraphim?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard something in the wind. What was that?
What was it?
It was like a...
Yeah, I heard something like that. Very, very, very faint.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah.
Should we be quiet for a bit?
It's not as dark as the last time we were here, is it?
No.
No.
Tell us something.
See bloody mosquitoes on the camera.
That was only a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, certainly was.
Oh, isn't it?
It was about 20 past 11 at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was pitch black.
Yeah.
But we'd already been here.
We stopped filming at 12ish, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just before 12.
I sound like a dog bark.
Yeah, I think that was.
Could be. I hear that or a cough.
Oh, it was a bark. Definitely a bark, I've heard.
You right, Poppy?
She back to being spooky again.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it in here.
No, she can see something there.
It's in the door.
Yeah, she can. That has given you every indication that she can see something. Michael, why not stand over here with us, pointing out just towards the doorway to see if that will make a reactive difference with Poppy and with Ben. Here she goes.
Sorry.
See, she seems to stand right in the middle. She stays around here.
She knows there's something here.
She's looking at that back room now.
That's where I got the voices from.
Let's go back out
She's
there
really
again.
pulling.
Yeah, she's scary now, definitely. Look. Don't let her go.
Oh my.
She's staring again, isn't she?
I think we go into the undercroft.
She's really
Can we
pulling.
walk around
The
there?
only way you can get into it is from this way.
I'll follow it. Just follow Eddie. Put the light on just temporarily.
Where's Eddie taking us?
This is creepier in
Yeah,
here.
it doesn't feel very nice in here, does it? Eddie.
Yeah, I heard something then.
That was a man's voice.
Quite strong in here.
Yeah.
And it's a lot clearer as well.
Yeah.
It's freezing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm really cold.
Well, that's a good sign then, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Okay, we're standing here. Could you give us a sign, please? Like, can you hear us?
Sorry.
Can you hear us? I'm seeing energy flashes on the wall over there. You're not going to see them on the camera, but it's...
No, I'll record for...
It's up there. I can see little flashes of... And these are very bright, sparkling red lights.
Seen them a few times.
Look, can Poppy see?
Poppy's on the one there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Put in again.
You feel anything there?
What's that?
You feel anything there?
No, I'm not sure if she's just smelling.
I think the thing, if Poppy's going to see anything, she'll be reactive to it. She'll she'll freeze, she'll literally freeze and then just stare.
That's what she did in that door.
Yeah.
You couldn't move her.
Yeah.
I touched her, stroked her, she wouldn't move.
No, she's just sniffing. She's not sensing anything here.
No.
Should we go back to where we were? Because it was. I don't feel anything here now. Yeah, when we first came in here.
Yeah, it feels like it's moved.
Huh?
Little red spark on above Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just. Are you feeling anything now? I'm not. Yeah, it felt very strong when we walked in here.
Still there, but not strong.
Yeah, it's very weak. Should we have a little stroll back and see what we on the outside again? It's a bit dodgy walking through here.
Yeah, just be careful of the feet by the gate.
I'm going to talk to that Eddie.
Let's have one last roll back in there again and then we'll see what happens, but it seems to have got quieter, doesn't it, Eddie?
It has. I know when I've been here before, a lot of times it's gone sort of very quiet at 11. But we were here last time, that's way beyond that.
Last time it was hectic.
Oh, we did.
It's just pity it was so windy.
Yeah.
We should be picking wind up tonight.
Yeah.
Despite spending some time attempting to communicate with Spirit, it was now without any meaningful event, and so the team decided to terminate the investigation.
It's certainly been an interesting visit here tonight. Poppy, of course, has been reactive to something in the entrance. Wandering around the site, we went into the undercroft. It felt very negative in there. but it kind of changed. It tended to fade away very quickly. But the main core area of activity has been inside the garderobe and just outside on the green. And of course all of us have heard voices ranging, I think at first was a child's voice saying hey, that was the first, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And then very quickly in succession we picked up a number of voices. Then we went into a lull, and then briefly it reinvigorated itself. Then when we started talking, the voices started to come back, but now they appear to have faded away again. I'm fairly confident that we've got some good examples from them on tape, but nothing as strident and as fantastic as the man calling for help last time. But we certainly picked up some interesting noises tonight, and I think Poppy has acquitted herself quite well, as it were, with the way that she reacted, not just to the doorway, but also to the side of the building too. So all in all, I would say overall it's been quite a good investigation, and I think you guys would agree too.
Yeah, very.
Definitely.
Eddie, anything you wish to add?
Well, one thing, as I was saying, Mia, she felt as though it was like a buzz in her ear. She heard a mosquito later and that weren't the same sound. The one thing they do say is that sometimes with a case of medium work, they'll pick up a signal, but they won't be able to hear fully what's being said. So, well, that's what Mia got.
It was strange.
And what else apart from that, Mia, have you felt or experienced? You've heard voices tonight.
Yeah.
About a woman, and we never heard that woman's voice. What did you hear?
Almost like screeching. You heard it, didn't you, Eddie? Do you think
I certainly think I did.
Sounded like she was saying a sentence, but almost screaming it. And then I would keep getting like full body chills on and off, like randomly.
Those breezes have been amazing, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We've had temperature drops. Temperatures have gone up, temperatures have dropped. It felt very, very hot at one point, then it felt very, very chilled. Mm-hmm. And Mike, you felt your back felt cold, and then standing by the doorway. And certainly you were actually in a cold spot, because when I stepped outside the cold spot, it was getting warmer again.
Yeah.
That's all a sign of spiritual energy. That is all a positive indication of activity. And Mike, very lastly, you're on camera. What about yourself?
Yeah, I heard lots of voices tonight, as you pointed out earlier on in the footage. But still, it's a very eerie place to be. But yeah, I've had a lovely, brilliant time tonight.
And he's done a sterling job, of course, as cameraman.
Absolutely.
And Poppy's done exceedingly well as a ghost spotter tonight.
Ooh.
And ghost sniffer. But anyway, that is really it. We're going to conclude now, and we thank you very much for joining us here tonight, and we hope that you've enjoyed the entire show. And from me and from everybody here, thank you, and as it is now, good night.
Good night.
Good night.